Hi everyone, in this video we're going to take our assembled Do Nothing machine and make a motion study that we can make into a little video. So at this point we should have all of our pieces connected with our joints so that it shows the motion as it would work in real life. We need to create a motion study and then we can actually render that as a little video. So to do that, we're going to start in our assemble panel. We're going to go to motion study. When we open our motion study, it asks you to select a joint to animate. We're going to choose one of our revolutes, and then we have this curve where we're going to add animation points. So in this shape, we actually only need to do this one joint to make the rest of everything else move. So we're going to come down here along this line. Right, and I'm going to do them in increments of 10. So this is going to be, let's see, 0 degrees for our angle. I'm going to click out. I'm going to click 20. If you don't get it exact, if you notice I got 19 here, I'm going to do 90, and I'm going to hit tab so it drops down and I can change it to the correct number below. So I'm just going to do increments of 10 for the steps and increments of 90 for our angle. So we have 0, 90, right at 30, we're going to have 180. I'm going to click out, and then I'm going to hover over, find 40, and do 270. If you accidentally add an extra one, you can delete it with the little minus. Alright, so now if we play, we can show it goes around once. It does the motion that we want though. So now we can come down here and we can choose what type of playback we want, whether we want it to play over and over again, front to back, where this goes forward and then backwards and then forward and then backwards, or we can switch it to loop, where it will just loop indefinitely. The speed just changes how quickly it goes through these steps. At least in this example, I left this at default. So make sure you need to hit OK. At this step to make sure that it's going to save your motion study. Okay, so we're going to hit OK. All right, now that we've done that, I'm just going to hit save to make sure everything sticks around. All right, and now we're going to go into our render environment. So I'm going to come over here to our workspace and scroll down to render and click render. Alright, this is the part that takes a little while. So we're going to come up here to render. We're going to check our settings. In this case, custom is okay. We may just do a smaller web version in a second, but for the most part, this is okay. We just want to make sure we're doing our cloud renderer and our standard quality. We don't need final quality. That is more exact and final than we need. We just need to try this out. So we're doing standard. We're going to hit render. Okay, it says cloud rendering has started. Right, once it's complete, we'll have this little thumbnail down here. So if you notice down here, it's switched over. It's saying, you know, that it's started, and it's got this little timer. It says basically that it's going to be a little bit. This one says about 10 minutes. Usually, at least in my current experience, it's less than that, since it does have our little less than symbol here, but I'm going to pause this and then I'll start back up when it's finished. Alright, and we're back. So mine took a couple minutes here. I'm going to click, now you can see that it shows an image. I'm going to click it and it'll pop up and show my rendered image. And now I actually want to change up at the top here where it says render as, and I want to change this to motion study, which is like this little play button. All right, and we can come in here. I have quite a few of these at this point, so I'm going to choose one of the ones that I've done. We have standard, remember not final, and then custom. For the image size, I actually have changed this to a little smaller since this is going to be on just the web. You could do technically web or mobile, but we're just doing something little. So I'm going to come down here and just do the first one and hit render. Okay, at this point, just like before, it's going to take a little bit to do. If you notice down here, it's thinking again. It's going to take a little while. Once it gets there though, once it actually finishes, up at the top it'll have download again, and it'll let you download it as a video, and that's the goal.